When I was a young buck, I was always following my dad around, wanting to do everything he was, just like any other child around 5 years old. One of the things he enjoyed doing was waking up early on Saturday mornings so he could go out to Stonebridge and play a round of golf with the boys. Likewise, I decided I wanted to start doing that myself, so I begged and pleaded until one day, when I was 6, he told me that if I was up before he left to go to the course around 8 o'clock, that I could go with him. Naturally, I was wide awake around 5:30 and just sat by his bed staring him down until he eventually woke up. This was the day I started playing golf. When I was around 10 years old, I started playing some small tournaments, but when I reached 13, my dad decided I was good enough to start traveling around the state playing in much larger tournaments. I started playing on the Georgia PGA Junior Tour, the Southeastern Junior Golf Tour. I finally won a Georgia PGA event in 2005 when I was 15 at the Kateche Junior Classic. This will be one of my most memorable tournaments, not only because it was the first decent-sized event I won, but also because I shot one of the best 9-hole scores that I've ever recorded on the last 9 holes to come from behind. By doing this, I beat one of my friends from Macon, who is now playing golf at Augusta State. I would go on to win 3 more Georgia PGA tournaments before I graduated high school. I also fared well in the SJGT, which I started playing when I was 14. The SJGT has tournaments held all over the southeastern United States, and I've been fortunate enough to travel to Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, and throughout Georgia to participate in them. It took me quite a few tries before I finally did something that I thought was respectable in the SJGT. I finally won my first tournament on that tour last year, and I'm going to win one more and come in second in a few others, including the Tournament of Champions, one of the most prestigious events they host. Throughout all of my golf career, the thing I wanted to do most was win a state championship with my high school golf team. I started on the team from 8th grade all the way through when I graduated, and for a while I thought the idea of winning state was never going to come. My 8th grade year, I knew we didn't have a chance, but we surprised many people and came in 4th. My freshman year, after we won region, I thought state was a toss-up between us and Stratford, a school from Macon, which always has a good team. But they blew us out of the water, and we came in second, even though we played well. My sophomore year, after we won region again, I thought we were bound to win state, but yet again, we came up short and ended up in 3rd. Finally, my junior year came around, and we played very well all year, so I just knew we had to win this year. Despite awful conditions, which included some wind and rain, and the worst we played all year, we came out on top and had finally reached the ultimate goal that all of us had set since the time we first started playing golf: the state title and a ring to go along with it. That was a good year because not only did the team win region and state, but I also won region and state as an individual. My senior year was by far the best. We didn't have anybody graduate from the year before, so we had everybody that was on the state championship team except just another year experienced. We would go on to have an undefeated season, which included us winning 2 invitationals, region and state. We went in state just knowing we had it locked up, but we let the always solid Stratford team sneak up on us. For the second year in a row, it was raining, windy, and we shot the worst score of the year, and because of it, at the end of the day, we were tied with Stratford, which led to a playoff. All 5 people from both teams threw their bags on the shoulders to play 18 at Doublegate Country Club one more time. It was the most fun I've ever had playing golf because it's normally just your parents watching you play, but it seemed like all of Albany was out there watching us play the 18th hole one last time for all the marbles. We finally gathered together and played the hole like champs, and ended up as the victors and proud owners of a new ring. I would love to be playing golf in college. As a matter of fact, I had many SEC coaches watch me play over the last few years, and even had offers from schools such as Oglethorpe, Darton, and Valdosta State. However, I decided to give up golf and come to the University of Georgia, where I've wanted to be since as far back as I can remember, because of listening to my dad talk about all the good times he had here. Throughout my high school career, I ended up accomplishing many things that I like to look back on, such as playing the state amateur twice, making all-region 4 times, all-state twice, Albany Area Player of the Year once, winning 2 SJGT events, 4 Georgia PGA events, 2 state championship rings, traveling all over the Southeast, and most importantly, making many lifelong friends from all over the country.